President Biden released his latest economic report. Despite inflation at a 40-year high, the report mentioned the words gender and inequality a lot more than inflation. Larry Kudlow's with us. Right, Larry, what does this report reveal to you about the administration?
Woke rides again.
Yeah.
Woke rides again. That's what it tells me. You know, of course, in the budget, I think they mentioned the phrase or the word inequality over 100 times. So the economic report is consistent with that. Look, they don't acknowledge that there's an inflation problem, which already come to bite them in the keister. But you never hear the word growth. Growth. Like the radical left doesn't want growth. It wants redistribution, okay? It wants to punish success. It wants to level incomes. It wants to tax wealthy people. I mean, it's a very odd story, the Biden budget, because it is the most leftist budget we've seen. And the economic report, I guess, is consistent with that. Although I confess to, I haven't read the report. And I confess I'm not likely to read the economic report.
I knew that. I just knew it. All right. There is obviously a push for unionization. Amazon, Apple, Starbucks. This is the most pro-union president in history, but it seems like it's just so yesterday. To me, Larry, it's just yesterday's stuff.
Yeah, well, I agree with that. It's a rearguard action. I mean, look at the trend across the country is right-to-work states. And over the longer run, if you had a chart, you would see unionization has fallen substantially and continues to decline. You can find a couple of specific areas, like Amazon just lost one in, I think, Staten Island or someplace around New York, although they're going to appeal it. There's a big battle in Alabama. But actually, Michigan, which is the original workers' paradise with the UAW and was a calamity, Michigan a year or two ago went right to work. And I think right to work is now over 50 states. So the Bidens are catering to their union allies who gave them so much money in the past election and will continue to back them. But the fact remains, all these work rules, stay-at-home rules, huge get paid for not working. That stuff is raising costs. It raises the inflation rate, and it prices out a lot of important, a lot of companies around the country. We were talking last night on our tax special. The IRS union, it's a Treasury union. It's almost all IRS workers. 100% of them give money to Democrats, and they actually are forbidden by contract to go into work. They have to work at home. And, of course, working at home is a much different story. It's much less efficient, as we've all found out. So, yeah, it's a rearguard action. Look, Stu, I got a number for you. I'm for growth. I'm for prosperity. So are you. From the end of World War II to the year 2000, 1947 to the year 2000, the American economy grew at 3.6% per year after inflation. 3.6. Now, with the advent of secular stagnation in the Obama years, from 2000 to 2021, the economy only grew half as much, 1.8%. You have no idea the magnitude of the loss of output, of productivity, of real wages and family incomes. Yep. It is a gigantic problem. 20 years, 1.8%. So these guys should forget about woke and forget about equality. They should have free market economics, open up opportunity, tax less, regulate less, spend less, inflate less. And then you'll see this economy come alive the way it did for over 50 years. And by the way, you might even wind up with something close to a balanced budget. Growth is so essential. The left doesn't care about growth.
See, Larry,
they want woke, they want equity, they want everything.
This is why your show is so popular. And it will be repeated this afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern. Larry Kudlow, the king of business news, I'm told. Great show, Larry. And we'll be watching. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Stu.